Well, shucks. That's not how that's supposed to be. I had a little setback here. What's up, YouTube? Hey, I wanted to hop in here and give you an update on Project Frankenstroke here. I've not made a ton of progress here in the last little bit. I had 6 acres of hay to make on our little hobby farm here. And the trouble with hobby farming is hobby farming equipment. I spend as much time fixing equipment as I did actually making hay. Well, we got that done, and I had a weekend where I took my wife camping. Just the two of us were able to get away, and now we're into fair season. So I've not made a ton of progress on this truck. I've started to peck away a little bit at small stuff. I've got some brake lines up here that I can put on. I've got a brake booster to swap in. Got the map sensor put back in. I bolted a PCM or IDM up. I've got a PCM to swap into this when I decide to get inside the cab here for a while. So I'm starting to peck away a little bit at small stuff and get this thing prepped for an engine. I don't know if I'm going to use that same low mileage engine that I pulled from the parts truck for this project. I'd really like to see that end up in that truck there. Pay no attention to this. That's not mine and shouldn't be here. But I'm needing a little bit of input, so I'm looking for some input from my YouTube friends. I've reached a crossroad here on my direction for the bed of this pickup. I've got the flatbed that you saw in the last video. Needs some repairs. It's got some places where the deck is rusted through. It's got that stack up the side. I could swap that on, or I still have access to the 8-foot dually bed that matches this truck. I'd have to take a trip and go get it, which wouldn't bother me. See a good friend of mine. What's up, Bill? But it probably wouldn't take as much. Well, it would probably take as much work to fix that bed as it would to fix the flatbed. So the question is, which do you like better on a 4-door, 4x4 dually 7.3 powered truck? A flatbed or an 8-foot dually bed? Because at this point, I could go either way. I really could. I think the flatbed would look pretty sharp on there. But I'm not sure that the flatbed that I've got is the one that I want to use. It's just awful thin in some places. I could also put the dually bed on there. I think it would be a pretty decent looking truck. It's got the same graphics on the side. Fenders are in decent shape, but the bed needs some repair in the back, kind of around the tailgate area. So what I'd like you to do, if you haven't already, is hit the subscribe button. Follow the rest of this build project, and then comment down below with either flatbed or dually bed. Let me know what you'd like to see on this project. Like I said, I could go either way. So at this point, I'm looking for some input. Place your vote down below, and I'm hoping here in the next couple of weeks to have some more time to spend on this. We got to get that Dana 50 out of there, get that dually Dana 60 under it, get the engine bay ancillaries all bolted up and fastened up and buttoned up, get this thing cleaned up a little bit, pressure wash it out good, start getting it ready to stick a motor and transmission in this thing. I'm stoked. I want to see how this thing comes together. But the more I do on this, the more I'm adding to my list of little stuff, like fixing that mess. There must have been a chicken in here at some point. I think I can do better than that. So there's a lot of little things on this, but hit the subscribe button, follow along for the rest of this project, and like I said, comment down below with what you'd like to see on the back of this frame. Flatbed or dually bed. I think either way it's going to be a fun project. Thanks for watching.